YTPC, Forward Smoking Pipes here. Been a while. Before I get off on a tangent, I got that Amigo 51. This is the newer one. A little Carter Hall in it. Carter Hall. Still getting tongue-tied, as you see. Been getting a few messages from some of you boys asking where am I at. Well, I'm still down here in the backwoods. Not too windy today. Not too cold, not too hot. Decided I better make a video before y'all think I done kicked the bucket on you. Coffee, black. It is a new mix, so I have Community Coffee Chicory. This is a half of a quarter cup, and then the other half of the quarter cup is Folgers half calf. I backed off on my caffeine levels. Didn't back off on coffee consumption though. Just had put some ingredients in it that didn't have the giddy up the other had. Health's doing pretty good, can't complain. Start kicking around these upper numbers, you kind of expect a little hitch in your giddy up once in a while. Been messing with blending my own stuff. Well, yeah. Guess you could call it blended. I've been taking two blends and messing with the ratios back and forth. Told Curmudgeon I was going to call it Ford sauce. I haven't settled on that name. Basically, it's 1 part Burley Light without a bite, because I kind of like the flavor of it, but it don't have enough nicotine level in it for me. Then, whatever the weight ratio of that is, I took 1/4 of that weight ratio and added in, well, no, it's 1/4 Burley Light without a bite to the Turkish. So if you had 16 ounces of Turkish, you'd take that number, take the 1/4 of it, and add the Burley Light for a milder flavor. So the Burley Light makes the Turkish a little milder, and the Turkish spices up the Burley Light. Still playing with that. It ends up having a spicy retro ale to it. And it needs to be said that the Turkish blend is actually a roll your own shag cut from Gambler. Comes at a much more affordable price. But you got to humidify it. It comes dry. It comes prepared to roll. So it's an interesting blend. It's a good all-day blend is what it is. While the overall prices of the tobacco may have not have went up that much, a lot of places the shipping has. If they didn't raise the price of the tobacco, they raised the shipping. If they didn't raise the shipping, then they raised the price of the tobacco. We're all suffering from it. I mean, I understand that. I knew this inflationary crap was coming and stocked up best I could. Still, there'll be a time where it'll catch me. I'm still trying to add a little bit now before it gets worse. Something we're all suffering from. Got a little 4-cylinder Ford Escape, 17-gallon gas tank. It cost me right at $60 the other day to fill it up. I use about a tank to a tank and a quarter a week to get to work. You know, I agree on solar, alternative power sources. I think that's a good thing to research, but I don't think it's here. I don't think we have the technology to do it right yet, at least not at the consumer level. And I think it needs a lot more research. I'm not opposed to it. I just want them to get it more efficient, smaller batteries, less lethal batteries. The runaway on those cells is catastrophic when it happens. You worry about a gas can blowing up on a vehicle when you have a wreck. They got technology to put that out. Foam. Electrical fire, such as one of those big batteries going. From my personal understanding, is a lot harder to deal with. I never had to put one out. We had to put out electrical fires on machines, and we're taught to kill the source first before dealing with the fire. Otherwise, your hopes of putting it out are very slim. So, when your fire is the source of power, it's kind of hard to shut that off. That time of year, the red wasps are out. And it's my opinion that we need to open up our fuel supply here in the United States, not go somewhere else and buy it. No, that's not a popular opinion right now, and because of that opinion, you may or may not ever see this video. But your shipping cost would go down inside our country. The cost of living would go down too. First place to start with that's with the fuel, because they've not perfected this electrical stuff that they're wanting to do. It's just talking points right now. It's perfectly okay to disagree with me. I really don't care. I believe each person's got their own opinion, and they're welcome to it. That's what makes this as free as this place is. You can share your opinion. I don't have to like it, but I'll listen to it. I switched jobs. I think I told y'all that. Been kind of busy trying to get things done around here that I haven't been able to do in several years. Get caught up best you can. Springtime deer is out in full force. In 1 week, my son hit one. Sucker jumped right out in front of him and wasn't nothing he could do. He was in a truck. Took out a headlight and pushed his fender back, pushed his bumper back. Didn't bend it, just pushed it back. So that wasn't too bad. The wife got one in that van. That was a lot rougher. That cost a fender, headlight, the whole front, basically what I would call the front clip. They call it something else now. Seems like the bumper and the grill and all of it, and the support plate for it, it's all plastic. So now I got to buy the whole mess. Sure glad they brought back Carter Hall. Wish I had more of it in the cellar. I just smoke it for a treat now. It's not necessarily my everyday anymore because of how expensive it is to get it in here. The local smoke shops here don't even carry it now. Not after that great shutdown. I had 2 or 3 of them before that carried it. And now they're convinced that it went out of production, and I've talked to them about it. I've even had them argue with me. Oh, they don't make that anymore. Yes, they do. Okay. Thank you. Have a great day. Move on. Don't think I've tried any new blends lately. I think I told you about Dreams of Kadar and all those. Thought I'd bring you back to the front porch for a different change of view. Still want to do the hiking and kayak videos. I just haven't been able to get out there. I don't know exactly what day it is. It's the Sunday following St. Patrick's Day. I've spent it doing oil changes and working on the house. Decided to sit down with a pipe and a cup of coffee. Well, you. Figured we hadn't had a pipe in a while. About time to do a little visiting. We're going to reach about 75 degrees today. Then we're supposed to have a freak snow shower in the middle of the week. No, it's not climate change, guys. It's been happening this way down here for 50 years. Haven't heard the whippoorwill yet. Means the frost aren't over. And if the frost's not over, neither there's a chance of a little thunder snow. Got to laughing at the weather forecasters down here. Last week or the week before, we had a snowstorm come through, and they were posting on the headlines, thunder snow, like it's a big deal. Like it's never happened before, or may never happen again, or good grief. Not everything has to be a theatrical event. Just give the news. We got a snowstorm coming. We're expecting 1 to 3 inches. We're expecting ice. Life's going to go on. Somebody's going to live through it. Maybe not everybody, but somebody is. Now, if the sun was going to crash into the earth, you might get excited about that one. The moon. Asteroid the size of Texas. Heck, asteroid the size of Dallas. Get excited on that one. Don't worry about a thunder snow. I suppose if they get excited and more people watch, then they get more money from their sponsors. I guess it's just business. Speaking on that term, that ticks me off. Nothing personal, it's just business. Mistreating people is personal. I don't care what excuse you give yourself to sleep at night. I'm not as old as some of you. I'm older than a lot of you. My bullshit meter still works. Yeah, you heard me right. Bullshit. Well, there went the sunscreen. Hope you can still see me. Here. We'll put up another one. I got 15 more where that came from. back to that blending my own. I thought when I got that blend bumped up there where I thought it was where I wanted it, pretty acceptable, I might come in with some of that Green Valley Cavendish from Cornell and Deal. Give it a little smooth on the backside. Right now the Turkish is a little overpowering the Barley Light, so like I said, I'm still playing with it. Well, I'm about to the end of that pipe. Oh, I've been talking a long time. Y'all gonna have to smoke too. Try not to be gone as long the next time. Y'all are still welcome on the front porch. YTBC. Y'all be safe out there. Ford signing out.